In Shadowrun Dragonfall, the adventures of Stealth and his companions who have already returned back to our curio shop to, I guess, gear up, chill out, relax, and maybe talk to Paul. So Blitz is just, of course, at his computer. Just chilling over there. Hopefully he's not breaking anything. I'm assuming a lot of this stuff that Paul has is actually very important. Dietrich is over here. Apparently he's a chef. Interesting. Dante, come here, boy. You look down to see a pair of bright eyes set into a scruffy face looking back up at you. Dante, Monica's old dog. Looking down into those huge brown eyes, you see intelligence and sadness. On some instinctive level, he must know that his master is gone. Dante lets out a small whine and rubs his head against your leg. We just tell him to play dead and walk away? You know what? I think after the last mission, Stealth is probably feeling alright. Pet him. Oof. Okay, good. You need at least one friend on this team. You just need one person to stop Iger from shooting you in the head. That's all. Okay. Stealth, welcome back. I have news for you. In your absence, I've been looking into the Harfeld Manor. Whatever First Wing is up to, it is both large-scale and well-funded. I've uncovered a money trail leading from holding companies all over the world to an offshore fund with a dummy address. From there, all of that freshly laundered money flows directly into the Harfeld estate. That isn't good. How much money are we talking about here? Wait a second. Why would the dragon have investors? That doesn't seem to make sense. No, it actually makes a ton of sense, a dragon having investors. If the dragon sold its treasure and just bought, like, a couple dummy companies and just have, like, random idiots that work for her running them, that wouldn't be too bad. I mean, what's his name? The German dragon seems to be running a fairly decent company with a bunch of subsidiaries. That isn't good. How much money are we talking about here? How much money are we talking about here? Yeah, get down to brass tacks, Stealth. I can't name an exact figure, but we're talking about a lot of money. In the millions of Nuyen, most certainly. Oh, man. Whatever the Firewing is planning, she has access to all the resources she'll need to carry it out. But First Wing was different. She didn't scheme or plot, she acted. Alright, so the dragon has money. This isn't exactly new information. The Harfeld Manor reeked of wealth. Yeah, this is odd for her. Yes, and look where it got her. When the Firewing launched her attack on humanity, it was an act of hubris. She lashed out because she didn't consider our species to be a threat. It would be equally hubristic for us to assume that she will make the same mistake twice. I love Paul. I will continue digging into this while you and the team tackle your next run. With luck, I will have more information to share upon your return. Sounds good, Paul. Thank you. One last thing, Stealth. Malit was able to restore the readable surface of one of Greenwinter's DVDs. If you'd like to take a look at it, you will find it sitting beside the player. I'll check it out. Very good. Malit is still working on the other DVDs from the bundle. Many of them are extensively damaged, and getting anything off of them is proving to be quite a chore. She told me that she will be in touch if and when she makes any headway. Thanks, Paul. Okay, so let's talk to a couple people, and we'll check what's going on. I think we should probably talk to Mr. Beckenbauer, the orc on the corner who has that big, like, text bubble over his head, telling us, hey, please talk to me. Let's talk to Blitz. How's Blitz doing? Blitz stubs out his cigarette as you approach. Thank you for smoking in the curio shop with all these fine tapestries about. Stealth, I was hoping to see you. Do you, have another run lined up for us yet? I'm strapped for cash. Don't worry, we're doing fine on the job front. Amsel's been working overtime. Why the hell are you strapped for cash? With the amount of work we've been doing, you should be rolling in Nuyen. When I have a run for you, I'll tell you. Until then, don't bug me about it. I feel like that's what he's leaning to, but he's a team leader now. You gotta be a little bit nicer, especially to the guy who's probably running into the Matrix for you. Don't worry, we're doing fine. Oh, thank God. And thank you, Chief. Thank Paul, too, come to think of it. So, do you have any questions for me? Or was this a social call? just checking in with you. Money problems aside, you doing okay? Thoughts about the last run you'd like to share? Hmm, sure. Let's ask. That building had some incredible toys in it. Those were fun to see. I'm not saying that I approve of how they were used, mind you, but there was some pretty whiz stuff in there, all the same. Well, anyway, we did the job, Thorvald's dead, but I kinda wish that you'd held off for a bit. At the very least, we could have milked some Nuyen out of him before putting him down. Oh well, c'est la vie. Wow, Blitz actually said c'est la vie. Also, I love the fact that the entire reason that Blitz wanted that man alive was so he could get more money out of him. Just checking in on you. Money problems aside, you doing okay? Not too bad, Chief, but not bad at all. It's downright cozy in here. This probably goes without saying, but it's also nice to have my skills appreciated by someone who isn't a drug-addled psychopath. Gang life was getting old. I should go. We can talk later. So, I kind of want to know why Blitz is strapped for cash, but we'll ask him later. I feel like that might be a little impetuous of us to just start going in. Dietrich, what's up with you, man? Hey, boss. Dietrich gives you a slight nod. What can I do for you? I don't know where that accent came from. How you holding up? You seem to... Any thoughts about the last run that you'd like to share? Let's feel what Dietrich said. Hell of a thing, wasn't it? That run made me glad that I don't have to spend a lot of time in hospitals. I'll tell you that much. There wasn't a single aspect of that building that didn't make me feel uneasy. So it's very interesting considering that Dietrich is a mage, and the entire area just felt dead to him. He was uneasy, he wasn't feeling it. But to Blitz, he was a kid in a candy store because that's his wheelhouse. I think that's really intriguing. He pauses for a moment, then looks you in the eye. Oh, kind of a pity, putting the rigger on ice like that. Least we could have done was hurt him out. I get that. The job is the job and all. But if our client really did screw him over, he deserved better than to get buried for it. He shrugs. I guess we'll never know. So Dietrich is really interesting because that's the shaman. Like he knows when and where to push buttons. He knows that he's not the leader, but he knows how to bring his issues to people without actually, forcing any type of confrontation. Unlike Iger, he knows how to maneuver around, or at least socially. I really like that about him. How you holding up? You seem to take Monica's death harder than the others did. Dietrich shakes his head, a wistful expression on his face. Nah, no harder, but I'm less buttoned up than the others are. Iger never let herself show any weakness, and Glory, well, she's too full of chrome to feel much of anything. He shrugs. Me, I don't give a damn. I've spent too much of my life putting on a show for others already. What do you mean by that? I used to front a punk band, way back when. Believe it or not, I spent a pretty good chunk of my life on stage. Whenever we weren't playing, I was living up to our fans' expectations, spouting off, getting into fights, getting drunk, getting laid. Not a bad life, all things considered. Wait a second, you can sing? He regards you with a critical eye. I was the frontman for a punk band, boss. Fuck no, I can't sing. He grins, but I wasn't half bad at riling up a crowd. What was the band called? Maybe I've heard of it. Oh, I doubt it. We never really got any airplay. Since when did airplay have anything to do with good music? Fair point, boss. Alright, I'll tell you. The band was Mezenkampf. Spelled just like it sounds, in big capital letters with an exclamation point. We weren't a big act or anything. We sold a few records here and there, toured around Europe, same story you'll hear from a bunch of other washed up old relics, I'm sure. We had a decent following in England, and we holed up in London from 31 to 36, spent most of our time slumming it around the East End, and picking up enough Cockney to irritate the folks back home. He shakes his head. Truth be told, the whole chapter of my life is a bit of a blur. We didn't do it for the fans or the fame, and we sure as shit didn't care about the money. All that mattered to us was staying young and drunk and angry. He takes a moment to examine his gnarled hands and a sad smile on his face. We managed the second two. Good God! Where has the time gone? Dietrich shakes himself from his reverie and looks back at you. That familiar, easy grin returns to his face. Well, anyway, boss, everything ends eventually, and I washed my hands of all this years ago. So let's change the subject, if you don't mind. Did you go from fronting a band around the shadows? Wasn't as big a leap as you'd think. I already had a healthy disrespect for authority, and I had the magic to back it up. One nice thing about shamanism, as long as you keep your idol happy, it doesn't matter what else you do. The Dragon Slayer chose me to be his servant, and as long as I was scrapping with someone bigger than me, he didn't much care whether I did it on stage or in the shadows. Tell me about Dragon Slayer. So I think this is really interesting, hearing it from a shaman's point of view on being chosen by their mentor spirit. He shrugs. Not much to tell. He chose me when I was just a kid. I could always feel him in my heart, goading me to laugh louder, hit harder, and get rowdier than the rest. Of course, my family didn't understand, but the hell with them, I thought. I knew that I was destined for greater things. So I listened to him, and I cracked the skulls of a lot of bad people. He saw this, and was pleased, and rewarded me with magic. And I used the magic to crack bigger, thicker skulls, and so on. He shrugs. It's a simple life, but a good one. So long, Dietrich. Take it easy, boss. That's interesting. How Dragon Slayer was just like, okay, here's some magic. And then, go beat some people up. And then Dietrich did that. And now it's like, okay, good job. Go beat some more people up. Here's some more magic. Go beat some other people up. How's our Alice fund doing? Okay. We could deposit our own money. I don't think we're gonna be doing that for a long time. Monica's personal files. Check the entry on yourself. The image of Monica smiles on the screen. Stealth, my secret weapon. I've run enough with stealth to know that he's trustworthy, good in a fight, but beyond all of that, it's good to see him again. There aren't many people from the old days, far too few, and stealth? Well, he was the best of them. She takes a deep breath. Oh yeah, God, that was sappy. I think we've already gone over that. We've checked out Iger, Dietrich, I don't think. So first we'll check our character and then we'll go talk to Sam. Beckenbauer. Yeah, we have enough time for that. What can we do? I'm also thinking about, like I said before, removing one drone. Mostly because we're really kind of hamstrung right now. What will this do? That's the maximum for trolls. You can equip an A-class drone. So what we could do is just equip an A-class drone and just go straight. Drone armor +2. AP bonus. Oh, that's lovely. So we could do 10. Or we could do 5 and then try to... Okay. What I'm thinking we do is, let's improve stealth's shooting first. If we're going to do this. We would actually have enough to just completely... Well, if we spend that, we might as well just go down the list. And then next mission, we will boost up, his drone handling abilities to an A-class. I think that's what we'll do next time. Let's just improve his standalone abilities, so we'll still be able to fight without the need of said drone. I think we'll put the Doberman away, because the Strato seems to be putting in dividends. The Doberman's taking too many hits. There we go. We could also probably use a new gun, but I don't know how that's going to work out. Oh, Dante's following us. Aww. Dante's a good dog. It's like we didn't need to lose a drone at all. We lost a Doberman, but we gained... I don't know what breed of dog Dante is. But we'll talk to Sam and see what's up. Maybe he'll give us, some money up front. And the sound of your approach, the orc turns to face you. He wears a severe expression, but there's kindness in his eyes. Guten Tag, elf. Can I help you with something? Well, wow, Guten Tag Elf. You know I have a name, right? Hmm. I heard that you wanted to talk about a job. Yes, yes, I do. Thank you for coming so promptly. He takes a deep breath, slowly releases it, and looks you in the eye. Tell me, what do you know about the Humanist Poly Club? Not a lot, I don't pay much attention to politics. They're a metahuman hate group. Yeah. He nods. The largest and most well-funded of its kind. The investigators, the instigators of the Night of Rage, and the enemy of everything that I stand for. Night of Rage? A worldwide race riot that took place in February of 2039. Thousands of innocent metahumans were attacked, beaten, and killed. Women and children were corralled into warehouses for protection, and then burned alive when the structures were put to the torch. This is what Humanist stands for. This is the agenda that its leaders strive to advance. They will not be satisfied until all metahumans everywhere are driven from the face of the earth. Well, I could say tell me what this has to do with me, but considering the fact that we're metahuman, if you want me to go up against humanists, it's gonna cost you? Yeah. Yes, your Hamzel. Inform me of your business practices. Rest assured, you will be paid. Now, if we discuss the details of the job. Go ahead. He nods. Yesterday, I overheard one of my assistants talking on his comm. He was yelling, clearly agitated. I questioned him, and he confided in me. What he told me made my blood run cold. Humanus is planning something? An attack of some kind? Yeah. He nods. Yes, I believe so. The Berlin chapter of Humanus has arranged to acquire a large shipment of an extremely hazardous chemical. Their leader, Volker Stahl, is a suspicious ideologue. It goes without saying that whatever he intends to do, it won't be good for us. I want you to infiltrate the smuggling operation that is delivering the shipment. Once you arrive at Humanus compound, you will find out what they're planning to do with the chemical and put a stop to it. Race non-human. What makes you think they'll talk to me? I'm no more human than you are. Many of the smugglers are metahumans. If you travel with them, Humanus will allow you into their compound. The rest will be up to you. As long as you can get me in the front door, I can take care of the rest. Wait, why would Humanus deal with a metahuman-run operation? That's a good question. Presumably, because they're the best option available. Stahl is nothing if not pragmatic. He will work with metahumans when it suits him to do so. When he finishes with them, he'll discard them and move on. Okay, let's talk compensation. What's this gig pay? I have contracted sister organizations across Berlin and taken up a collection. Between us, we have raised 22,000 new yen as payment. I trust this will be sufficient. I know how much money you non-profits keep to yourselves. You can scrape together more cash than that, and you know it. I'll do it. Count me in. If only we were a socialite. He nods. Excellent. I'm relieved. I will make the arrangements for your meeting. With the smugglers, their leader is an elf who calls himself Maxim. Take the U-Bahn and you will find him waiting there. Best of luck to you, Stealth, and good hunting. Know that you are doing a great thing for the metahumans of Berlin. Your efforts will not go unrecognized. Alright. At least we know what's up. Sadly, we don't get any money up front, because I'm kind of trying to get rid of this security. Maybe we could sell some. We could sell a little something. We could see if we could do that. I think this dude sells guns. Oh, what the heck is up with this guy down here? We'll talk to him. Welcome back. Need some weapons for, some ammunition perhaps? Here to buy. Tell me about your inventory. Impressive setup. Let's do business. Okay, so we're going to sell some stuff and see if we could afford a better gun. We're not going to sell our Doberman. We could sell our Hyper. Oh, Lord. We could sell this Jazz. I do not have a lot of money. And we could sell this frag grenade. We're going to sell some rigger clothes. Oh, Lord. We can afford an Ares Predator. Okay. I'll be happy with that. I'm completely fine with using the Predator. We could get rid of that. There's no real point over the Ares Predator. We could pick up a shock gun too, but I don't think that's really going to be necessary. Okay, I think we're good. Confirmed. Now let's talk to this guy because he seems a little freaked out. Hey, buddy. Sorry to bother you, but I could use some help over here. You want to make a little extra scratch? Shouldn't take you long. Sure, what's the problem? As meta-humanity is actually under threat. Well, me and my buddy Victor got called in from the next keys over. Something's wrong with the sewers around here. Your local plumbers and mechanics are all useless. Vic and I talked to him, tried to get him to give us the maintenance schedule for your sewer pumps. They just scratched their heads at us, said that the machinery down there just took care of itself. My guess is that your pumps have shut down. Happens from time to time without proper maintenance. When the pump shut down, the waste started piling up and it causing some pretty major overflow problems downstream. What do you want me to do about it? Go on, I'm listening. Well, Victor went down into the sewers while I was getting stuff out of the truck. When I came back, well, I was about to climb down, but I heard these awful screams. They went on, and then they just stopped. I froze up, nearly shit myself. To be honest, I don't know what to do, but I can't go down there, not after that. The problem is probably something basic. A clog that needs to be cleared, something like that. Restarting the pumps could take care of it, but no goddamn way I'm going in there. If you do the job for me, I'll give you some new yen. I'll give you the new yen we were paid for it. I don't need it. You can have it all. I can live without the money, but someone's got to fix the pumps before I can leave. How much new yen are we talking about here? 500. For a job this quick, it's good money. Fine. You're a lifesaver, chummer. If you find Victor, well, if he's still alive down there, tell him I'm sorry. What the heck is... what could be down here? What the heck is the situation in the sewers? Assemble the team and head in? Wait, we're actually assembling the full team for this? Apparently so. We'll just grab, Iger's going to be so angry in the sewers. We're going to bring Iger, just to be a jerk. We'll grab Glory and we'll grab Dietrich. Blitz lucked out for today. Confirm and let's go down. So this is one of the things that I think was added in the director's cut, and I think it's really interesting because it added on to the area of Berlin that we're in, and exactly what Monica meant to this area. What Monica meant to this area of the Flux State. The sewers. A ghostly labyrinth of tunnels and dead-end passageways makes up the network of sewers beneath the Cresbussar. You climb down the ladder into the shallow underworld and reel at the wave of foul smells that washes over you, clogging your sinuses and saturating your clothing. As your eyes adjust to the light, you find yourself standing at the edge of a narrow channel of murky gray-green water. The rush of churning water echoes down the tunnel. You catch a flash of motion in your peripheral vision. Something man-sized moving fast, flitting across the end of the tunnel. You strain your eyes to see it, but to no avail. The thing, whatever it is gone. Oh goodness gracious, oh me, oh my, I think I know what that is. And if it is what I think it is, then this is not going to be a fun time. So, here's a question for Denabre, who's probably listening to this right now. What tends to live in the sewers is man-sized and may or may not attack humans. in the Shadowrun universe. If you answer devil rats, you're probably wrong. Well, you wouldn't be wrong. They're pretty big, but they're not man-sized. There's a very special thing that you could find down here. And I don't know if I like the idea of that. Pump 1. Access pump status. Stopped. South turbine. Water flow failed. The south turbine has deactivated. Steady water flow is stopped. Pump test running past. The pump is operational, but not receiving full water flow from the south turbine. Okay. This is the north turbine? Is this the south turbine then? Status. South turbine water flow has failed. Pump test running. Access pump operations. Yeah, we can't. Let's see if we could find something around here to work. Stealth is upset, but then again, he knows that this is actually kind of a big issue. Well, it's not a big issue, but the issue in the sewers overflowing is, well, it's more of a personal problem, if you get what I'm saying. Sewers overflowing just isn't good for anyone in the area. Oh! The corpse has been eviscerated, its limbs have been torn clean off, and its ribcage is oddly deformed. The tattered shreds of a blue maintenance uniform hang loosely off of his chest. Search the body. You find a well-worn manual entitled whatever 2042. The book is filled with depictions of turbine and pump cross-sections, tools, and descriptions of maintenance procedures. A few of the pages have been bookmarked with colorful bits of paper. Flip to the yellow bookmark. The page is dominated by a detailed instruction of a turbine cross-section. Scrawled in the margin is number 822896. Let's go to the green. Okay. Green. Some notes in language you don't recognize. Make out is computer written several times. Okay. Pocket the book. And then leave. Okay, so I'm assuming we gotta go in here. Fix this up real quick. Oh, is that another dead dude? How are there two dead guys here? There was only one repairman sent down. That's odd, isn't it? It's almost like something is luring people down here. Turbine is currently powered down. Activate it. Oh, goodness. What was the code? $822-896. I love how they added that. Alright, activate the turbine. The turbine whirs to life. Okay. Good for us. Game saved, everything's fine. Let's hurry up and get to this. Ghouls. Lovely. Well, I'm sure we'll be alright. Stealth, if you could, turn on your drone. And let's start this party. Oof. Well, we got this Ares Predator, so hopefully he'll actually... Okay. Put a bit of a dent in, but not as good as Iger. Who apparently did not do as much damage as I had originally thought. Okay, you know what? Take 2 shots, Glory. You got this. There we go. And Dietrich, set up some type of defensive... Oh, he does not have that ability. Okay, well, Dragon Slayer. Start calling Dragon Slayer. It'd be amazing if if everything in Dietrich's spellbook was just like him singing punk rock, would be fantastic. Oh man. Nice hit. Might as well just break out the shotty. Nice. And at some point, Glory just needs to run in and start cutting people. How about we do that now? Is this going to... It's going to pierce armor up to 1. We might as well do that. Nice. And it did AP damage, which is beautiful. We're going to haste up Iger. Oh no, we should have hasted up Glory, because Iger might actually hit Glory. Yep. She missed, but it was possible that she could have hit. Alright then. So we're fighting the ghouls off in the sewers. I do believe our time is up. Thank you guys for watching. I have been JB Illusion. And please, tune in next time for when we get to the bottom of the ghoul sewers. I don't know, I'll figure out a better title later. As always, please be excellent to each other and have a nice day. Peace.